We do love you, Leeds. You
Always.
know how it goes on this channel. So, yes, hello, everyone. Welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds for your Sheffield United versus Leeds United preview. I welcome my good friend Sean from Wilco Whites to join me for this subscriber show.
Hello. How are we all? Are we doing well?
Stat man.
Not tonight, unless we're doing stats. Do you want to do stats about Sheffield United?
No, we're not doing
tonight.
No stats tonight, but that's my good friend Statman Sean from Late Night Leeds. Go check it out if you didn't watch last night's show. It was a belter. But yeah, I thought we'd do something a bit different. I've had a few people recently say they want to come on and have a chat for 5 or 10 minutes. So what better way to do it than a subscriber show? So before we get into it, I'll just pan the link in now. So hit the link. You'll come into the lobby. I'm only going to bring one on at a time for 5 or 10 minutes, guys. So first come, first serve, wait your turn, and then, yeah, let's chat about the Sheffield United game, chat about anything that tickles your fancy about Leeds United, really. Hopefully you can come on, put some points to me and Sean and get us thinking as well.
Yep.
But I'll put the link in the chat now, and while I'm waiting for the first one to come in, we'll get through the comments. So, Peacock Whites of LUFC, Jamo, A Up, Hi All, Bad Boy Stevie. Hope everyone has had a great weekend. It's again very strange not having a game of the weekend. It is, isn't it, Sean? It does my head in. It's great. Monday's good because you're excited on Monday, but the weekends are drab.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, to be honest, I've had a nice chilled Saturday, so it's been all right for me this time. Obviously, because I've been away all week. But yeah, it's I've had to actually watch some other football. You know, I watched the Tottenham Ipswich game, because we had a lot of ex-Leeds players playing in that. There were Leif Davis, Calvin Phillips. I think it was it 2-2? Oh no, 3-1. 3-1. Tottenham were winning when I turned it off. But yeah, I just thought, you know what? I'll give it a watch. We've got 3 ex-Leeds players in there, yeah, it were all right, to be honest. Not special. I just think, do you know what? Spurs are really bad. You know, I'm thinking even we could give them a go.
Yeah.
Honestly, what team we've got as well.
Imagine
especially.
Imagine Tottenham's defence with Dan James running in behind them, mate. We'd absolutely
honestly, yeah, really bad.
Tear them a new one. One sec. So yeah, the link's in the chat, guys. So anyone wants to come on, click on the link and get involved. Richard Woodthorpe, good evening. Hope you guys are both good. I'm really good, mate. Thank you for asking. I know you're good. You've just had an Indie, haven't you, pal? I watched a movie.
Me, I have.
You have? What Indian did you have? What were your curry of choice?
I have. Where it's called the Cinnamon Lounge where we get it. So it's like the Cinnamon Lounge special. Cinnamon Lounge special Balti with 2 patties. Beautiful. Really nice, mate, honestly.
Sounds very nice, mate. It sounds like I'd be, I won't be sat on stream now. I'd be on bathroom, to be honest. I'm a calmer
That'll
man.
Be morning. That'll be morning.
Anyway, so looking ahead to that Sheffield United fixture on Monday night, how do you feel? I mean, are you confident? Are you nervy? Are you confident?
I'm confident. I'm not nervous at all.
Really?
Sheffield United do not bother me at all, especially if Gus Hamer's going to be missing. Guaranteed he'll probably be available, but even so, I'm not. I mean, looking at some of the results, they're not actually blowing teams away. I mean, they had a good result at Middlesbrough, fair enough, but then the one against Luton, the last game against Luton, it were only a 1-0 win, and to be honest, they had a lot of defending to do in that game. So, no, I'm not worried. The form we're on, how we're playing, I was more worried about Sunderland, and we managed to get the win there. So, yeah. I know they're going to be up for it. Yorkshire derby, but I think we're just going to have too much for them. I really do, mate.
Do you see much in the whole Hamer's injured sort of speak, or do you think
Who knows?
I think it's a little bit of a double whammy me with Solomon as well. I've got a feeling they're both sort of feeling each other out me. And
Solomon did go down that first half against Sunderland with an ankle injury. So and then he came off round about the 80th minute, didn't he, for Ramazani. Yeah. So there might be something in that. Whether it's as bad as what they're making out, who knows? But yeah, it's weird that both Solomon and Hamer's not available. So we'll just see on that. But I think Hamer was genuinely injured. He has missed past few games. So, but I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of mind games.
Well, without further ado, mate, Stevie's waiting in the background. So let's bring Stevie on.
Here we go.
Stevie.
Hey,
Stevie, nice to meet you.
Hello, Paul. Yeah, I'm happy today.
You happy?
Oh, great.
For once in my life, I actually settled. Apart from, we've got no football, have we? You know what I mean? We can't rule this life until Monday, can we? You know what I mean? But once again, it's strange. No football over the weekend. What's this country come to, man? We like a Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoffs, and we're fucking sick of Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You know what
money
I mean,
talks,
man?
isn't it, Stevie?
You know what I mean,
You watch
man?
any-
60-year-old, and I'm sick of a fucking TV company deciding when I can go watch football or not. Bring back 3 p.m. across the board, no matter what league you are. Saturday, it must be. It's crucial. It's like going to church on a Sunday morning, our kid.
Yeah, everyone wants to know where they come from, don't they? You know, in terms of whether you're coming or going. When it comes to
money,
the away games as well, when they change these away fixtures, and you got lads travelling down country. It's awful.
It's 12:30 in the afternoon, man.
Shocking, Stevie. Absolutely shocking.
12. 6-hour fucking drive down there, or an 8-hour train, and then you've got to get a bus. It's joke. It's awful, man.
Do you go home underwear?
I was really happy. And you've already turned me sour, man. Fucking hell, man. My what you doing, me, kid?
Do you go home and away, Stevie?
I go home every home game, and I try to get as many away games as I can. If I get access to tickets. I'm not listen. I don't pay for my ticket home or away.
Oh well.
I have people who work at the club who give me their ticket, complimentary tickets.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
good.
I might be anywhere, you know what I mean? But I get to every home game. I also get an away ticket. I can't say where to get them from because I've been blocked within 15 fucking minutes, you know what I mean, mate?
I do, mate.
Yeah,
I do, mate.
Seriously, you know what I mean? It's just knowing people at the right time. And I was brought up in an era, like Mel Sterland. I used to go to bookings with Mel Sterland. He'd come out of training, right? Mel Sterland, he'd be fucked. Yeah. But he couldn't wait to backtrack 4 at 11:09, you know what I mean? The bookings at top of Wesley Street. And that's
brilliant, that.
Yeah. No, I know a lot of places from that era. I used to be on the door at Majestics. Lee Bowyer, remember Lee Bowyer when he had that fucking fight?
Yeah.
I was the one who pulled him off him. Seriously. I was the one. I said that because he was going to fucking kill him. Seriously, man. It was bad shit.
So what's your era, Stevie? What were your era then?
Because you can't say 80s, you can't say 90s because we're sort of in between. So like 75 to 85 and then 85 to 90.
So you were Wilco era, weren't you? Yeah.
We got the really, really bad, then we got the good, and then we got the fucking terrible. Do you know what I mean? It was like, we've never had a constant at Leeds, have we? We've never had a constant. That's why our fans are so it's like we're in a bubble. We know something around that corner. He's going to explode and he's going to fuck us up.
We're all nervous, aren't we, Stevie? We're a nervous fan base, aren't we?
50 fucking years, mate. 50 years.
Yeah, we've had it.
It's been a nightmare for 50 years. But you know what it is, man? We've got yellow, we've got white, and we've got blue blood in us. And we'll always have that. We'll always have that. Can I just show you this? I will give you my email address, mate. Just do it to your friends because I can't give you everything over thing but watch. Can you pick that up?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, right, I can see it. Yeah, leave it at that and send me an email, mate.
Yeah.
Matty,
I'll send you an account for free. I don't want nothing back. As long as you got a fire stick, I'll send you an account for free. Try it out for yourself, yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I sell. That's where I earn my money, yeah.
All right, mate. Sweet. Thank you.
Right. I'm all right, Stevie. Don't worry about me.
No, I'll send you one as well. You can email us. I'll send you some account. But Steve, you know before we leave.
Yeah.
I've still got a bit of fucking gripe with Farker.
All right.
Yeah, of course you have, Stevie. Come on.
Right. Because I said in January I want this man to let these players off urge. Go out and let's start kicking people's asses. The fact that he's waited until now what's he going to be like in the Premier League? If we do that in the first 10 games, mate, we're down next season. You understand that, don't you? Because if we sit back and we ain't going to place the bigger Premier League teams back, which you know yourself, all of the Premier League teams, they're stacked with forward players who can put the ball in the net on a flick of a finger. If that happens, we're fucked, mate, with him in charge. I won't give him 10 games.
Stevie, I think going up, you're at disadvantage anyway to most at league going up.
Exactly.
I don't think it matters who we have in charge, to be fair. We're always going to be one of the favourites to go down, if I'm honest.
Did you see Connor and that Sheffield United guy? I think some Leeds Rambler?
Yeah.
And they were sat beside each other and said even £120 million won't make us competitive in the Premier League next season.
Yeah.
You've got one chance, mate. You know what I mean? We can't do an Ipswich where they spend 120 million. They buy 9, 10, 11 Championship players and hoping they're good enough. We need that stardust when we go up.
Yeah.
One or two players like Rafinha or a Calvin Phillips. We need that stardust.
We need to spend wisely.
Exactly.
We need the right quality player and we need to spend wisely.
But we really need to spend money because I tell you what, I ain't fucking happy with January. He wanted a 10, he wanted a 9, and he wanted a centre back, and he got fuck all. And do you know something? That's not right, man. If you've got a manager, if you're going to back him, you're going to back him. I don't think Fart's good enough for Premier League. That's just my opinion. But the fact that he's in the Championship side and they haven't backed him, I don't think that's fair on the guy.
No, and I say exactly the same as you, Stevie. I want a massive Farke fan, but he's winning me over the more I see of it.
I wanted him gone in January, mate.
I know.
I wanted him gone in January. But you know that I've changed my tune completely on, and I think the guy deserves a chance. And I've turned, I've gone from fucking Farke out to now the Farke Defence League. But the point is this, he needs to be backed. He needs to get the proper players in. And if he's not going to be back before the start of the season, get fucking short of him. Because we need somebody in charge, and we need to be ready on the mark on the flick of a switch come that first game next season in the Premier League.
Totally agree with that.
All I can say, mate, if you back him or you fucking sack him, so I'm swearing again, you either back him or you sack him. Right. Simple as. Back him or sack him.
They'll back him, Stevie. They'll back him. But let's just
I hope they do, because he never had it at Norwich. He took 2 teams up. They didn't spend a penny on him.
He deserves a crack at it, mate, I think.
He does. I just want him to hit the ground running. I don't want him to sit defensive in the Premier League.
Let's just backtrack a little bit here, mate. I just want to know, right, what's changed from last time we spoke? One of your last lines you said on the show was Farke fuck off, right?
No, that was the time before. No, that was the time before. I spoke to you since then. I told you I changed my mind.
But what's changed? Is it because I said last time we spoke, Stevie, we were top of league and we were winning games and that wasn't enough? Was it?
It was the football, mate.
Yeah.
It was dire football.
Do you feel like you're getting it all now, though, Stevie? Do you feel like you're getting both sides finally?
I don't want Bielsa because Bielsa football will never happen again.
No, it won't.
What we can do is we can aim and try and get to that bar. And what I saw was from the start of the season until January, what I saw was a manager holding these players back. One of his comments that really pissed me off at the start of the season, he says, we don't want to embarrass teams. He said, we don't want to embarrass teams. And I thought, you fucking right, pal. We need to embarrass everybody. And if we can put 6 or put 7 past everybody, then so be it. Because every team in that championship will be frightened of us every single week. And instead of winning 1 or 2, 3-0, 1 and 2-0, we could have been winning this game 5, 6, 7 all along if we'd have let these players off the leash, play to the potential, and not be held back by Farke. That's my problem all along with him. But finally, the guy's seeing sense. And these next 13 games, let's get at them. See how many goals we can score.
I think
see how many goals. And if we let a few, we don't give a shit because we'll score a hell of a lot more.
How do you see?
What I mean?
Looking ahead of tomorrow, Stevie. How do you see tomorrow going? How do you see tomorrow going, Stevie?
Tomorrow, that's Sunday.
Monday.
Sorry, Monday.
I think we'll win 3-0.
Really?
I think Sheffield United are worse. I think Sheffield United, they're about as good as Plymouth, Portsmouth, they're down the bottom end. They're a shit team. They're a little bit like Burnley, Burnley they've got no structure at all. They've got no nothing. They just sit behind the ball, 10 behind the ball, and hope we don't break you. That ain't football. That's the sort of Neil Warnock football.
Yeah.
And it ain't for me, man. That's in another era. I want to see my players, not my players, our players. I want to see. I don't want them held back. I want them to go on that pitch and I want them to say, right, we're going to fucking win this, and I don't care if we let 2, we'll score 3. That's my attitude with football. Next year it might be different because next year we're going to get pummeled every other week. So for fuck's sake, at least this season, let's enjoy yourself and have a party after every game, mate. Because I believe we've got the team to smash the rest of the league anyway.
100%. I mean, I've been enjoying most this season, Stevie. I know you haven't, but I'm happy that you're finally able to enjoy the football you've seen as well as the results.
Farker's done that.
Yeah.
You know, after that Burnley game, he got some fucking whoppers, and I were one of them. I said, snap that cunt and get him out of here. I said, dinner. I said, get that cunt out of here. Sorry, I'm swearing again. You know what I mean? I wanted him gone that night. I couldn't believe the turgid football. I was at that game, and I swear down now. Travelling from there to Durham. It's where I live in Durham. Travelling from there to Durham. It was. If I didn't, I can't believe I didn't fall asleep there. But seriously, man, you know what I mean? What the fuck am I making me happen for? Drive from one side of the country to another to go and watch that? We don't deserve it, mate.
Burnley fans have to watch that every week, mate. So let's be lucky. We are. Don't you think, though, now that the players look like they've got more belief in themselves as well?
The being held back 5-5. Seriously, man, we all know these players are too good for this league. All of them. We've got the best defence, we've got the best wingers, and by fuck, look at us wing backs. They are. Oh, by the way, Firpo's got to end the season. You know that, Matt?
Yeah, it will be.
I assume so. Yeah.
He's changed his management team, and he's gone to a promoter in Spain. He's gone, mate. Seriously, he's switched everything. Yeah. He's not looking for anywhere in Leeds anymore, mate. He's looking at where. So he's gone. I'll let you know that. That is.
I'm expecting that, mate.
That's come from somebody. I get my tickets off. You know, my expensive tickets for free. I have. You know, I didn't tell you, didn't I? I think I told you that I used to work at Leeds. I worked there for like 10 years. Yeah. I used to work at security down there in Shawsec.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I used to be down there. I used to be basically the top man down there, pal. I used to tell police what to fucking do. It was brilliant.
What's the new guy called now? What's the new guy called?
I don't know. I
know him, but I can't remember his name. He used to be a referee.
I don't think Shawsec's still there, either. I think it's another company.
It's another guy that does it, yeah.
I'm sure it's not. I don't think so. We were the ones with the black and yellow jackets. And I think they lost the contract in about, I think it was 2014, 2015. So I don't think Shawsec have been there since then. But honestly, I know a lot of people out there. I was sat when you read for. I can't say this, you know what I mean? Because I'm not really supposed to be name dropping. But I was sat. All I can say is I was sat with Neil, yeah, and I was sat with Bryn, who does commentary. I can't say any more than that. So I don't fucking name drop. They says to me, like I will say to them, I said to Brits, you asked that cunt, and just what I said to me in January. You asked that cunt, why is he holding these players back? He said, I can't say that, Steve. I said, we're not doing your fucking job that I am, buddy. Seriously, man.
Hairdryer treatment by you, Stevie. Hairdryer treatment.
Oh, no, I would be that Ferguson. I would be that Ferguson in there. I would never suffer. I'm sorry, I would never accept a lot.
Stevie.
I could be no manager, mate.
I could be no manager. We've got quite a few people waiting back down now.
Really good
speaking. Get a few comments about me and all right now.
hopefully.
Oh, I don't know if you know, but you know, just Joe Wayman. He's now unblocked me. I don't have to call myself bad boy Vinny anymore.
Stevie,
I call myself
score prediction for tomorrow. What's your score prediction for tomorrow, pal? Before you go
3-0. That's Monday, mate. Get the day right.
Monday.
3-0.
I keep saying, yeah. Cheers,
3-0. I'm going there, by the way.
Are you going?
Yeah, you're going there. I'm meeting outside.
I'm not going to Sheffield United away. I will be at the West Brom game. I'll meet you in the Peacock if you fancy one, mate.
Yeah.
I'll be there too.
I got a fucking Sheffield United ticket and all, and I give it to a friend. So if he gets kicked out of that place for being a stupid cunt, it's going to come back to me. So he better behave himself. That's all I can say. But you know what it is? If we win 3-0, that stupid idiot, he's like me, mate. He's going to fucking jump up and down. Oh, you know what I mean? But God bless him, you know what I mean? So he doesn't get his fucking head kicked in. That's all I'm worried about. It's, you know what I mean?
Thanks for coming on, Stevie. Thank you, legend. Take care.
Cheers,
Take care, my friend. Bye-bye, buddy. Oh, he's a legend. He's got a lot to say, Stevie. He's got a lot to say, Stevie, my good friend.
Could get a story every time he comes on now, won't we?
We do.
Get a story every time.
The next one I'm going to bring on my son. He's very nervous, so we might have to do a bit of the talking, Sean. But let's bring on. Okay. Hey up, Jack.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah.
Hello, Jack. Nice to meet you.
Sean, this is Jack.
Really nice to meet you too, mate. I've heard a lot about you.
I bet you have, mate. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I like your top, mate. I've got one exactly the same upstairs. Yeah, love it. Look at that yellow one.
So, son, is your dad having a YouTube channel embarrassing you, mate, or are you dead proud of me?
Oh, mate, everyone's talking about you at school. It's lovely.
Give over.
Tell him to have a look at my channel as well, won't you,
Jack? Get spreading Wilco Whites around. Get spread it. I think Jack got me about 200 subscribers, didn't you, from Farnley Park High School? So I'm buzzing with that. How are you feeling about tomorrow, Jack? Sheffield United?
Monday.
I keep saying tomorrow. It feels like a Sunday.
I'm thinking we're going to dominate them. So I am thinking maybe a 4-1 win, hopefully.
4-1. Wow, Jack.
4-1. Yeah. Goal scorers, Jack. Think of a goal. What goal scorers?
I'm thinking. I think I'm going to get a bit of Dan and James. Yeah, I think he's going to score 2.
Yeah.
I think Ano's going to get involved. I think he's going to grab one. And I think Peru's going to bury an hatchet for 4. I think so.
That's 5. That's 5. Who's your best player? Who's your best player at minute, Jack? Because I know you're a big Matteo Joseph fan at the beginning of the season, but it hasn't quite worked out for him.
Still, mate, I love him. I love Matteo Joseph.
You just don't get as many minutes now, mate, does he? Because Peru's been on fire.
Unfortunately, mate, but
there's no unfortunate about it. Don't matter who gets the goals.
He'll come good. He will come good, Will Joseph. You just got to give him a bit of time. He's only young, still learning game, isn't he? And obviously with Piro's form, scoring his goals and that this season, it's hard to get a player like that out at side. So, but he'll get his chance, mate. He will. I think he's gonna have a bright future.
100%. As form this season, Jack, it's been pretty damn good, to be fair. I mean, Sheffield United poses a new threat, second best side in the league. Do you think it's a make or break sort of game? Because Farker's playing it down. There's that many games left in the season. It's maybe not. I sort of think we could lose this and still be all right. I mean, we'd be second if we lost this game, but I still think we've got enough to finish in that top 2 regardless. So even though it looks a massive game on paper, which I'll be nervous, it'll feel a big game. The fact that we can lose it and still only be a point behind and still be cut adrift of Burnley. I mean, when you look at that table, Jack, do you see Burnley Sunderland lost again today? They're gone now, so it's now a 3-horse race, really. Do you want us to see Burnley being able to catch us? I don't.
Well, they've been really hit or miss this season, if you think about it. So,
they don't score many goals, Jack, but they don't concede many either. Like they get clean sheets. They've got 9 clean sheets in 34 games, 35 games. It's ridiculous.
They've got a really good, they've got a really good back line. So it's obviously been hard for teams, to capitalise on, like taking advantage of defence and that. But
it depends on what we do, doesn't it, Jack?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah. It's fine, but I don't really see them catching up with us this season, just because we have been on the track over and over and over again. And like, I don't really think there's a stop sign ahead of us. So like, I think we can, continue that. I think we definitely
Good lad, I
Go
love
on,
that.
lad, a little sentence. I love that, mate.
Where's
I love
that come from? I love that.
Go
There's no
on.
stop sign in
Yeah,
front of us.
Nice, that, mate. It's
Like
great,
that
mate.
one.
Russ has got a question for you, Jack. What's your thoughts on Bogle since he came into our side?
Bogle.
Great right back, better than Luke Ayling.
Well, can't really say that. I love a Luke Ayling. He's a
He were a
lovely
bit
lad.
shaky to start with, wasn't he, Bogle? He were a bit shaky
Yeah.
to start with, but he's come good, hasn't he?
Him and Dan James down that right, Jack, are doing really well. Really well.
Yeah, I am really liking to see the chemistry between, him and James.
Yep.
And I think the more play time he gets, I think he's just going to adapt more into the squad. And I think
Yeah,
it's going to really,
it's the best
beneficial.
partnership I think out of all our team. It's probably the best partnership we've got. Is James and
Oh,
Bogle. It's better than any centre half partnership, any centre mid partnership, any 10 and 9 partnership we've played. It's definitely better than the left hand side. Even though Firpo and Solomon are bloody awesome as well. I think James and Bogle, they've just got each other's game down to a T, and that right hand side is just so threatening. I mean, I actually think that's going to be a starting right side in the Prem. I don't think. I think there'll be a lot of players coming for the Prem, but I do believe that'll be our right starting side. And I don't think they'll look that bad in that step up, if I'm honest. And that might sound a bit wild to some people. I think if you'd have told me that 2 months ago, I'd have said it were wild. But right now, if they end the season playing this way, I think them two will do fine in Premier League. I really do.
I agree with you.
I think it's the system, Jack. I think it's the system that we're playing that allows Bogle to be able to play like he can. Whether we play the same system in the Premier League, now that's a different story. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that when we go up and we're playing games in the Premier League. But at the minute, he's flying and like I say, he's playing some of the best football he's played in his career. So long may it continue.
Look at this easy. This, Jack. We don't need to keep claiming a draw is okay because it's not. The league is so bad. Any of the top 3 could win every game until the end of the season. I mean, would you take a point away at Sheffield United, Jack?
Well, I think the way we have been, on top.
Yeah.
So to say, I think a point isn't okay. I think like if they go on that pitch in that kind of mindset, I think that well, I just want us to go full throttle on them. You know what I mean? Because
you want us to do a Stevie. You want to do a Stevie, don't you? Just go for it.
Yeah. I
Too
want
right.
us to absolutely blow them out at the park and like
shove it down Wilder's throat.
Everybody who's
Thing is, son, I think a draw would be an okay result. I agree with Easy. We should be going for the win. Some people would disagree that a draw is a good result, but for me, Burnley seemed like a bad result at the time. But now you look back and it was a good result. What I will say is, if you go and play for the draw, Jack, like you're saying, you can quite easily come up stuck and lose that game. We need to play our game, and if it ends up a draw, It's not the worst result in the world. But if we go and sit for a draw, you never know. You could easily come away with nothing. That's the difference. We got away with it early in the season against West Brom when we went and sat. And we were good enough to play at half of potential and still come away with something. We've seen it a couple of times this season, but this is a game where we've got to be careful because if Sheffield United score first, it probably ends up 1-0 to Sheffield United. It's that sort of game. It's that sort of team we're playing. We need to be careful. So for me, we go to our business, and like you say, Jack, that should be good enough. If we go for it, son, that should be good enough to blow them away. It should be. If we don't go for it, then we're leaving ourselves open, aren't we?
Yeah. Well. They are like, don't like.
I think what we're saying is even if we do win, if we do lose, it's not going to be the end. It's not going to be the end of the world. It don't mean that we're not going to get promoted.
No,
it'll only mean they're a point above us. As long as we get that top 2 and we get promotion, that's the main thing. the way we're playing at the minute, we should be absolutely blasting everybody away.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
But maybe sometimes you get games like this that could happen, whether it's a draw or a loss. It sort of brings you back down to earth a little bit, and you need to just reassess everything. But it doesn't change it doesn't change what we're aiming for. All right. So even if we do draw or lose, it won't change what's going to happen at the end of the season, because I still believe we're going to get promoted, Jack.
100%.
Yeah.
And I hope you'll feel the same.
Have you got what else to say, Jack, before we move on? Son, you got what else before I kick you out of here?
Nah.
Nice little
bedtime,
debut.
Jack. Bedtime. Get to bed, lad.
He'll be up later than all of us. Nice little debut. Nice little debut for you there, son. We'll have to get you on again.
Yeah,
I'll be doing a subscriber show probably next week with Sean and Adam on Late Night Leeds. So you'll have to watch out for that, and I'll let you know when. But yeah, thank you for coming on, son. I love you to absolute pieces. And I'll see you soon. Love you, mate.
All right.
See you, Jack.
Bye, son. Bye, son.
Jack.
Bye,
well done, lad.
Bye.
Well done.
that was so surreal, mate. That was so surreal having me lad on here.
That's great. Have you got tears in your eyes now?
I'm emotional.
Go on.
I knew we were nervous and we were going to struggle to get some of his words out. So thanks for stepping in there.
He did fine. He'll be on again.
That little stop sign was brilliant, wasn't it? With no stop sign ahead.
Yeah.
You've been watching. Class that. What was his prediction? 4-1 or 4-1? Wild.
4-1.
Go on, son. Right then. I won't need to do much talking with Russ. Come on, Russ. Come in and take over, son.
I'm going to sit back and have a drink then.
My favourite.
How are we doing, lads?
Hiya,
Russ.
Really brilliant. I'm brilliant, mate.
Hey, Russ. Hey, I listened to some of your commentary last week.
Yeah.
Can't remember which game it was. You did. It sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I've got some lads on who, one of the lads who works with us on the channel, Sean, lives in Canada. And
you're joking?
No, lives in Canada and does commentaries for us. We've got around about 18, 19 people working with us already.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, really good stuff, mate. Right, I'm really impressed with that.
And this is my new pop I got for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Nice, that, mate. Love that. What are you drinking in it? What are you drinking?
I had a Strongbow Dark Fruits earlier, and what I'll show you as well, which I don't think I've shown you guys. If you look up here, signed shirt from last season.
Go on.
Oh, lovely.
Class that.
Going from an auction for Down syndrome, and it was.
I need some for here.
Yeah,
look, that's why it's empty there.
Yeah,
look.
That shirt was donated by Pascal Strauch.
Oh, what a legend!
Ooh.
What a legend!
He's even got the likes of Luke Ayling and Liam Cooper's autograph on there as well.
Priceless, that buddy. Absolutely priceless, that, mate. Keep that for life, mate. Pass that down
for life. Yeah, you won't be getting rid of that.
Right, Russ. I don't even feel like I need to ask you questions, mate. Just tell me how you're feeling. Speak to me about Monday's game. And then tomorrow again. Just come on, mate. Have your moment. Speak to me.
I think we're going to win it. I'm really confident that we can go out there and win. Where we're playing at the minute, I can't see anyone stopping us at the moment. I can see us potentially doing a similar sort of game from as a Watford away game, where we get that early goal and then we settle everybody down and we get the first goal. We'll definitely win. I think Sheffield United will crack under pressure. They'll want to win this game. They want to get back top, and obviously they'll come and play their football. And we know when teams come and play against us, we can play our game and we can beat them as well.
Yeah, 100%.
We can beat anybody, can't we, Russ? Absolutely, just
we can. Yeah,
on us, day, it would just beat anybody in this league.
Did you, Russ? Do you take a little bit more out of the fact that we beat Sunderland a different way? I mean, you think we blow teams away. It were really good to see us come back, score a couple of headed goals, set-piece goals that you don't notoriously see from Leeds United. For me, that were really refreshing, and it gives me confidence going into the final 13 games that any sort of situation we meet head-on during a match, we've sort of got over every hurdle now. So for me, that's the final missing piece for me, is set pieces, is winning when it's ugly, and we did it, and we stood up there in a massive game on Monday night.
Yeah, it was really massive game. In Sunderland, as you mentioned earlier, lost again today to Hull City. And
unreal.
With that, and I don't know if you've seen it, it was Joe Gallart's corner and Anthony Patterson's own goal. Which
no way.
Yeah, Gallard with the corner, Sean.
I heard Joffrey got
and he went to catch it like this, and he just dropped it off a line.
Unreal. I heard Joffrey got man of the match. Joffrey got man at match, I heard.
I think he did. I didn't watch it because obviously I'm from Rotherham. I went and watched Rotherham Barnes, and Rotherham lost 1-0. Rotherham didn't play very, very well, but Barnes, anyway, the game was won that game. Rotherham Barnes was won by just a penalty that game.
Well, it's Agent Joffrey Geldart goes to Hull, stuff Sheffield United away 3-0, and then goes and does that against Sunderland.
And
Agent
I couldn't believe
Joffrey
it.
Geldart, go on.
Do you know I don't know any scores today. I've totally just switched off today with it all. So you're letting me know here what's happened.
Yeah, Millwall got 95th minute winner away, Derbyshire.
Oh. Did Roof get on?
Oh, them 95th minute goals, how much we love them.
Roof came on in the 91st minute.
Oh, did it?
And then he conceded 4 minutes later.
Oh, yeah, he's signed for a man, eh?
Yeah.
Yes,
How old's he now? How old's he?
74. No, I think he's 35, 34, 35.
Yeah, I think he's around about 35, yeah. I think he's around about that.
Is
I'm at the club since leaving.
Around ages.
Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's comes mad though that they signed him midweek and he's come straight into the team though.
He's only 32.
Oh, is he? Fair enough.
Yeah, he's only 32 as well.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, turned 32, 6th of January.
He's been around ages, hasn't he, that lad? Did well for us though, didn't he?
Yes.
Did well for us, did Keemar Roof. I liked him.
Russ,
He did well for us.
how do you think we're going to line up on Monday in terms of is Strauch ready to start? What we're going to do in that midfield? Go and talk to me, pal.
Ooh, good question.
I think we'll probably, maybe just the one change from the team that played against Sunderland, which I think will probably be Ramazani in for Solomon, because Falk suggested if he doesn't train today and Sunday, then he won't be involved on Monday night. So I think we'll probably see Ramazani in. I'd keep it same, keep it tight to stop, because Grove can stop them passing lines. Taka can get forward from midfield. As I mentioned earlier in the chat, Bogle and Ampadu will be up for this game. We'll both be next Sheffield United players. So those will be real
100%.
bigger back. And then what I would do, if things aren't working again, like we did on Monday, fetch Rothwell on, fetch Strauch on, move Ampadu into midfield, alongside Rothwell, Strauch at the back, set pieces, and win the game like that.
I can see a little smirk as you're talking there, as you're reeling them players off, because it's exciting, isn't it? We get giddy as Leeds fans because we've got all these bleeding players as disposal. When you start reeling them off, you can't help but smile because you're just like, what an embarrassment to riches it is, Russ.
And I popped on to the Young Leeds Bros watch on last Monday. They did a watch on half time, and I went, what we need to do, just for set pieces, if nothing else, we need to fetch Rothwell on just for set pieces.
Yeah.
To change the game. And he actually Rothwell come on for set pieces and change the game.
He did. You called it then, didn't you?
Yeah,
it's mad because you're probably going to find now a situation where Rothwell is a bench player now, I would assume, because I do think when Strauch starts, the majority of the games going forward, it will be Ampadu and Tanaka in midfield. So who would be our set piece taker, in your opinion, Russ? If that would be the side, would it be a Solomon? Would it be a Dan James? Who would take our corners and free kicks if Rothwell's not on the pitch and Gruev isn't on the pitch?
For me, I put Solomon on him, because Solomon on last Monday, we needed some decent set pieces on the Gruev, who weren't beating his first man, where Solomon were beating first man on corners. He didn't take any of the free kicks, obviously, because Gruev were taking those. But I'd put Solomon on set pieces.
Yeah.
And maybe
if Solomon playing though, Russ. If Solomon's injured and not playing, it's going to be Gruev again, isn't it?
Yeah, probably Gruev taking him, yeah. But if Solomon's fit, I'd put Solomon on him. But if not, I'd maybe try Dan James on him. James we know how good James is.
That's a good call. I was thinking that, Dan James can cross a ball.
That would have been wild before, Sean, but right now.
No, I know, yeah.
He
can put a good ball in. He doesn't do it often, but he can do, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and we've seen him do it a few times this season already. Of course, from writing to bad pass for Solomon coming in.
Yeah.
Or crosses for Perot as well.
Yeah. Russ, I'd like to put this question to the easiest said. Well, not really a question, but he's made a point here. Because I've been sort of critical of Aronson most of the season, whereas now I can't see it. I wouldn't want us to play without Aronson in the 10, which sounds wild because I've always advocated that one of these other attacking options could play in the 10. But I think it's vital now, and the fact that we score so many goals, I aren't too asked about having that conversation. But Easy's made a great point here. He would put AO in the 10, which I think AO as a 10 would be brilliant. He'd get shots away. He can pass really accurately. But would you lose some of that running game? I don't know. I'm just putting it to you, mate.
Why would I put Rothwell in the 10? Because I think one of the callers mentioned it after the game on Radio Leeds last week. Rothwell in the 10. We know he can strike a ball. We've seen it plenty of times with free kicks that's put in, and he can also find a brilliant pass as well. So I'd put Rothwell in the 10. Leave Arwin midfield alongside say either Gruev or Ampadu, depending on who we're playing against.
Yeah,
and have Rothwell in the 10. But I think Aronson will probably stay in the 10 because of the pressing he does.
100%.
And nobody else in our squad at this moment in time can do the press like Brendan Aronson can at the moment, which I think why Falk plays him a lot of the time and sometimes 90 minutes in games.
100%. Like Rob Brookie says here, Russ, he's our Duracell battery. He's being classed as Brendan. He's that energy. He just doesn't tire. He gives you so much. And I mean, if we were struggling for goals, right? If we were a team really struggling to score goals, I would look at Brendan Aaron and see he needs to come out. But the fact that we're getting goals, why would you change it up top? You know, and I've said during parts of the season I wanted Aronson to come out. But we score that many goals, and he is part of that attacking outfit. You know, and the thing is with Brendan, he's part of that attacking unit, but he's such a vital part of that defensive unit as well. You know, defending from the front, and he's been great value. I mean, I were nervous of him coming back, but he's done himself no harm at all this season as a Russ. Whether he can do it in the Prem, I don't know. But you know, he shut Leeds fans up pretty early doors, didn't he?
He did, Jen. It would have been we should have probably even earlier had he got the winner in the opening game against Portsmouth. Right to the very end after we got back to 3 apiece when he just put wide in the last minute. But since then he's not let that miss. It is confidence. His confidence has gone up another level. Some games, whether that's due to fatigue from playing so many matches, he's not been in some away games this season. But since the turn of the year, we've seen what sort of form he can bring up.
100%.
And what he's like moving forward in this team, because without Joseph in this team, and I know Jack Hewson is a big Joseph fan, Matty. Without Joseph in this team, we haven't got another one who can press like Brendan, because Perot doesn't do that. Perot is, like I mentioned a few weeks ago, is the Harry Kane of our team, where he drops deep, and links up the other player. Whereas Aronson can, if he drops back into the 10, Perot drops into the 10, Aronson can run into the 9.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, it works very well. He's been great for us, Brendan. I am very happy with him. Anyway, Russ, before we sign you out, gives a score prediction for tomorrow and a couple of goal scorers, mate. While you're there.
Well, you mean score prediction for Monday, Matty?
Oh, I've done it again. Honestly, it feels like a Sunday. I can't get my head around it. Our last usually works, right? Tuesday, Saturday. She's changing now to working Monday to Friday. So it feels today, because I've had her at home today all day, it feels like it's Sunday because I'm used to only seeing her all day on a Sunday. So my head's absolutely frazzled. So I will keep saying tomorrow, just get it out there as a disclaimer. I will keep saying tomorrow, and I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll be fuming that I've got to wait another day. But anyway, go on, Russ. Monday's game, what are you saying?
Right, for me, I think it's going to be Sheffield United 0, Leeds United 4.
Oh, wow. Based on what, Russ?
Oh, lad, I love that. Based on we're the best team in the league. Love it.
Based on our attacking players and our options we've got in attack. And for me, I think the goal scorers will be Jayden Bogle to get 1.
Yep.
Dan James to get 1.
Yep.
Brendan Aronson to get 1.
Go on, Brendan.
And Your Perot to get the other.
Yeah, Pirot's got to get one if it's 4 going in, pal. 100% form he's in. Where I hope.
And I think James will get 3 assists as well. He'll score one and get the assist the other 3.
If this one comes in, you'll be having a lot of people come for your lottery numbers, pal.
Oh, I love that.
No, actually, really appreciate it coming on, Russ. You know, I love you to bits, mate. Thank you so much for coming on and supporting the channel like you always do. top guy.
No worries,
Cheers,
lads.
Russ.
You take
Thanks,
care.
Russ.
Yeah,
We'll
and
see you next
just
time.
while I'm here
Come
as
on.
well, make sure if you're not already, guys, in the chat, go and follow and subscribe to Wilco Whites.
Oh, mate, thank you.
Good lad, legend. Thank you so
Cheers,
much.
Russ.
Big love, everyone.
Take care, my friend. See you later,
And
buddy.
when
Thank you.
Leeds United pyjamas, I go at Christmas as well.
Legend. Take care of us. Have a good night.
Take it easy,
Bye bye,
lads.
my friend.
Cheers,
Bye
mate.
bye, buddy. What
Love
a guy.
him. That's
love,
brilliant.
Absolutely love Russ. Absolutely love Russ. Right, so we've got 3 more people waiting, just so they know the order. I'm bringing Paul on next, who looks like he's having a right good time with his vape. And then it's going to be, it's Callum, then Sean. That's who's in at the minute. Paul, Callum, Sean. Right, I'm going to bring Paul on now. Hello, my Welsh friend.
How are you doing, pal? You all right?
I'm really good. Sean, Paul, Sean.
Hello, Paul. Nice to meet you. You all right?
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
you?
Brilliant, mate. Yeah, absolutely fantastic and great.
Feeling nervous
How's
for
your
Monday,
Saturday?
then?
Hey, what?
Feeling nervous for Monday?
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
about Monday.
fine.
I'm feeling nervous for tomorrow.
I know. Nothing's happening.
Oh, we're playing tomorrow?
We're
playing tomorrow, mate.
I don't know, but I think it's going to be.
No, I'm not nervous at all, mate.
Are you not?
Not nervous at all.
Good,
You say
good
that
result
to kick
today,
off.
Sunderland.
Yeah. Well, that's it, Paul. We voice noted each other early, didn't it? It takes that pressure off. You've got 4 going for 2. All of a sudden, you've definitely only got 3 going for 2 spots now. So that's one of them gone. I mean, I haven't been worried about Sunderland for a while. I'm sure you haven't, but it's like it's still mathematically possible. But it feels now, doesn't it? They're out of picture.
A lot of things can happen in the next 12 games.
No.
We can't be so confident now, like, do you know what I mean? So many things can go wrong.
Yeah, I know.
So I just don't want to get your hopes up too early, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
10 points behind.
10 points, yeah, but there's 13 games left, so 39 points on the table.
Yeah, 10 points behind. We've got a game in hand. I mean, obviously, if we win Monday, that'll be 13 points. Again, it's in our hands, isn't it? It's up to us then just to ruin it for ourselves, basically, isn't it? That's the worry. I think it is. It's not what's
ideally, you should be us first place, so Sheffield United and Burnley fighting for second. But
it's going to be there. It's going to be that.
It should be.
I hope so.
What I will say is, though, I spoke to you earlier, didn't I, Paul? And Burnley have found the shooting boots now, which is going to throw a bit of a spanner in works potentially, for that top 2 because they don't concede. No matter what happens, they don't concede. They made some really good forward signings in January, and they're obviously starting to take a foothold now. And if they're winning their games 3-5-0 like they have done, 4-0, it's going to put pressure on whoever loses this game. Is what I'm saying. Whoever loses this game, if anybody loses this game, they'll start having to look over the shoulder at Burnley. I expect us to win this and distance ourselves, and then, like you said, then Paul, let Sheffield and Burnley fight out there. Yeah,
well, that's the advantage we've got now. After Monday, we've played the top. The 3 that's under us. So, do you mean Sheffield United and Burnley still got a match together? And I think, in all, with Sheffield United, I think we've got the easiest run that's left as well. I think our last game is actually Plymouth, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate.
Yeah, it's mate. Because you're about going, aren't you, Sean, down to Plymouth regardless.
We're down at Plymouth. I am going. We're not going to the game, but we're just going to go down, hopefully celebrating having a promotion party down there.
Hopefully it's decided before that game, like.
We want it all sorted before we go down. If it comes at last date season, it's
I don't think my nerves can handle it until the last day, like.
I think we're promoted. I think we're promoted with 4 left.
Yeah, I hope so.
4 left. I think we're promoted.
I'd be happy if we're promoted and we go to last game to see who wins the league.
That'd be decent.
That'd be good. That'd be a good do.
I want to get I know it's a Sheffield United preview. Obviously, we're going to talk just general Leeds as well, but I don't know if you know, Sean, but obviously Paul, he hasn't watched the documentary yet until this last week, have you, Paul? Spoke to you about the Leeds Amazon documentary. Take me home.
Take me home. All right,
you just finished watching it, haven't you? How incredible! How incredible is it to watch that, right? And to know that we're potentially only 3 months away from something similar. And I know it might not feel as big to some people, but the fact that COVID sort of dampened the mood of that. You think now, Paul, how it's going to feel that there's going to be no restrictions. Everyone can go into Millennium Square, down to the stadium. It's going to be immense. As long as we do our job, you saw on that what it meant to fans, breaking regulations to just get down to the stadium, and even club coming out in open top bus when they want to just, amazing scenes, and we're only potentially 3 months away from doing it again, Paul.
I know. It's bad, yeah, because COVID kind of ruined it, didn't it? It was like an empty stadium when they were lifting the trophy up and stuff like, so that'd be a good thing to experience, I reckon. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you're going to come down for it?
Yeah, it's going to be... I want to be there for the match where it decides if we win, but it's going to be very hard to try and predict and get tickets for that exact match, especially if it's an away match, because solid getaway tickets these days. Apart from that first bloke you had on, he sounded like he's a dealer for your tickets. Like.
He's like, he start us all out with a ticket, doesn't he?
I know.
Yeah, Stevie hit us up with some away tickets, mate.
Yeah, they're like gold dust, like, so.
Thanks for Fire Stick, but give us some tickets, Stevie. Come on, mate. Come on, mate.
He doesn't need one. He goes to all the matches anyway.
I know. No, he does. He does. He try to get to another home game before end of the season, because obviously.
Yeah, 100%. It's just, I just want to plan. I want to plan the right one. I made a good choice with the Sunderland one.
Unreal. Yep. Anyone who didn't know, obviously, Paul was on my
see what we've got left
review show of the Sunderland game. Your first ever game you've gone to, what a game to go. After 75 minutes, we'll start thinking, what's going on here? And then for it to end like that, it might be, the last time in years we get a moment like that at Ellen Road. It's so rare for that sort of moment, mate. But unbelievable, wasn't it?
Oh, it was epic, man. I won't forget that experience, like, to be fair. It's just why you go to the matches for, innit?
That's why you look knackered now, Paul. No offense, you've not slept in a week.
Yeah, I took a few days to recover. I was shattered.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Absolutely shattered. I couldn't sleep.
You had a nice 5-hour drive to do as well, didn't you?
6 hours on the way back to the morning traffic. Yeah.
You want to be looking end of April, either the Stoke or Bristol City home games. That's like the third and second to last game of the season. It's going to be around about that time that we're going to get either promoted or points on the board to win it. So you want to be looking round about them games. They'll be epic. Them.
I can't wait.
Imagine if we got promoted in one of those games at home. So we've got 2 home games in a row. Third to last and second to last.
Yeah, I think we'll be clear by
then.
It'll be a party for them 2 games.
It all depends on what other teams do, Matty. It all depends what other teams do. It really does.
I think they'll drop some points. There'll be a few draws in there.
I don't think Sheffield United could keep. I don't think they can keep scraping wins all the time. Their luck's going to run out soon. I don't know. I don't know. Harman might be out for the Monday match with his hamstring. That's fantastic. Yeah. That's the case. I know Solomon is a risk with us, but obviously we got Ramsdale. He can just jump straight in anyway.
Yeah.
So my view on the match is a little bit more controversial than everybody else as well.
What's that?
It's just with the lineup. I think if we're going to go for the same lineup as we did against Sunderland, we're just going to come up with the same issues, I reckon. We're going to struggle to score. We're not going to do anything. There are set pieces. I think Rev shouldn't be starting on Monday. And do that thing I said to you today about what the lineup? Yeah, one of the possibilities. 100%. I think that should be. I think Ampadu gets pushed back into defensive midfield. Pascal Strike in the back. Yeah. And put Rothwell in number 10.
It's such a wild take though, that Paul. Because
imagine this, right? If Rothwell had started against Sunderland, all those misses on target of Aronson, and obviously the potential to assist, we would have scored so much earlier.
Maybe, but we might concede it again. That's my sort of way of thinking, Paul. We might concede it again, mate.
I tend to agree a little bit with Paul because Grove's final ball were poor.
It's not normally though, Sean. But
I know. Were poor in the last match.
Yeah, there was. We needed something. We needed Rothwell to come on, didn't we?
What I'll say though, Paul, is right. So that would be your lineup. Let's be honest. Farker won't drop Aronson, but that'd be your lineup, which is fair, right? Is that because you don't rate Aronson, or is that because you rate Rothwell that much, but you also think Ampadu would have got to play, so you've got to put Rothwell in somewhere?
Aronson is amazing for chasing the ball. If he loses it, he'll chase it. He'll put 100% to the end, right? But with Rothwell there, we're going to have a lot more assists. We're going to have a lot more shots on target. and he's a lot. I don't know. He just thinks, doesn't he? He thinks about everything that he does, like, and everything's just done to perfection. I really rate Rothwell. And I reckon that if he did give him a chance in the number 10, I don't think he'd fail us.
No, I think he'd be class. I don't think he'd struggle at all.
I really like him, mate.
I don't think he'd struggle at all.
I'm not so sure about the 10. I think you're right. What you're saying, he's got the attributes to be able to do that. It's not being proven that he can.
Never
if you don't put him in number 10, or where else could you put him?
On the
He's
bench.
not going to drop Tanaka.
He'll be on the bench, mate.
No, start him. Start him.
You can't, mate. You can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because there's no option in the midfield.
I've said Paul is doing more than Ampadu. He does more than Ampadu in that midfield.
Yeah, but Parker won't drop Ampadu.
I know he won't. I know he won't. It's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying. The only option Farker will give him is the number 10. But again, maybe he won't drop Aronson either. So maybe that's just a fantasy kind of lineup.
It's just ended up, mate, where we've just got a fantasy sort of bench, and that's just it. You know, these players are going to have to get. I honestly believe that will be it now for Gruev and Rothwell starting. I know some people there'll be certain games there might be in terms of when there's 3 games in a week, but I do believe if he's like, you know, Monday to Monday or a Saturday to Saturday, he will go on Purdue and Tanaka unless there's an injury.
I've got a sneaky feeling, Matty, and you said it on Late Night Leeds. Gruev and Ampadu in midfield again.
Mate, I hope not.
Strike back. I've just got that. When you said it, it got me thinking, and I'm thinking maybe it could happen against Sheffield United, you know. It's so harsh on Tanaka.
I'm just not sure.
But
Tanaka
it just
is the best midfielder we've got.
I said that.
I think Gruev 100% shouldn't be started on Monday. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, even if you just put Rothwell in instead of Gruev, and Ampadu stays in the back, but then you really want, especially after the last game, like, Pascal needs to be on, like, because he's the one that finishes. He's on the head of the ball. Nobody else headers. Like, nobody else can hit the target. Like,
no.
We've got Sheffield United. Sorry, we've got Sheffield United. They've got Campbell, Brewster, Benetton, Diaz, and Raksaki, aren't they? I mean, that's the decent front four. Obviously, I don't think it's as good as ours, but still a decent front four. So, going to be really need to be on it defensively as well.
100%.
Against Sheffield United.
Right, Paul. I want a prediction before I send you on your way, my good friend.
Well, it depends what the lineup is. If he's going to put Gruev in, if he's putting Gruev in,
fair.
I reckon we might push a 1-0 or 2-1. It's going to be really close. I reckon if Gruev is dropped, Rothwell is in, and Pascal either comes on early on or starts, and he swaps things around, then potentially we could be something like a 4-1.
4-1.
Fair enough.
You can tell from his lineup what his tensions are going to be in it. But I don't think we should be holding back now. We need to go full throttle. We're more than capable of doing it. If we start playing defensively stuff, we're going to let a goal in, and then we got no attack. Do you know what I mean? So you just need to go for it now. 100%.
Fair point. We'll see what that lineup is now before kick off, and I'll send you a message when Raffles on bench. I know you will, mate.
After that match, Farker needs to really, he needs to think like he's a massive asset to the team, like, and that's how we're going to get our goals.
No, I can't disagree with that, mate. I can't disagree.
Yeah.
Right then, Paul. Thanks for coming on, my mate. I love you. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
I'll speak to you soon. Take care.
Bye.
See you later, buddy.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Legend, Paul. Good mate of mine, Paul. Top lad. Right then, Callum LUFC Passion. I don't know if it's his first time we've been on screen together. Hey up, mate.
Hello.
Right.
Sean. The first time.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm very good. The first time we met, I've gotten a shot. It's fucking seem avoiding each other.
Callum, I think I'm the first person you've spoken to for the longest time on the YouTube scene as well, and I'm the last person you've come on. You've been on Joe's show, you've been on Wilco White's, all the Leeds Bros, you've been on them all.
Yeah, it's nice to obviously get on people's shows. Obviously, the one is honest to get on is yours the most. Because obviously, she seems to bounce off each other.
Whoa!
I'm all right, Sean. I'll get on yours as well. You jealous bugger. No. Honestly, it's thank you for letting me be on. In all honesty, because of how busy I've been today, I completely forgot about the show. And I looked at time and I thought, wait, there's something coming up.
Yeah.
Then it pops up as a notification. I thought, oh crap, yeah. That's what I had to jump on. But no,
Sean's just put your link in the chat. So please, anyone in the
Thank you
chat
very
who doesn't
much.
know who Callum is, go check out
Thank you.
Passion for Leeds,
Mate.
LFC Passion. Click on that link. Go give Callum a bit of love over there as well, please. He's new to YouTube scene, putting out content, previews, reviews. Really great guy, honest guy. Really, really good friend of mine now. Please go check out his channel. It'll be much appreciated. Thank you so much. Sean says, I like Callum.
I was trying to sort you out with a laptop, wasn't I, Callum?
Nah, it's fine, to be fair. It's the offer.
It's all right, mate. I had a spare laptop, Matty, and I've tried it. I was going to give it to Callum because obviously it's hard doing it off your phone, but
I'm not bothered, to be fair.
and the camera was just absolutely shocking. It was a really old one, so
yeah, no,
couldn't manage to do that good with me.
Yeah. No, the offer to even give me it was appreciated.
Sometimes you need an helping hand now and again.
Oh no, yeah, yeah, definitely.
But the camera's crap, Sean. So stop talking about it now. It's done.
Sorry.
I'm only joking. Right, Callum. I know you can talk for England because we do voice notes that are 5-6 minutes long all the time, don't we? I'm at work working with a 4-5 minute voice note, and then he'll have one same off me. So come on, mate. Let's talk about Sheffield United game. Tell me your thoughts and feelings, buddy.
I'd like to first start with Sunderland. I've never seen, and people were comparing it to Leicester. No, the celebrations are on a different level to Leicester.
They were unreal.
What makes me think, what's scary in a good way, is if that's the scenes after Sunderland, imagine if we get promoted and everyone's in the stadium.
Oh yeah, mate.
I mean, it's. Oh, don't even talk about that picture. It's actually a funny moment, that when I got that. It was very funny what happened in that moment.
Don't get distracted by chat, mate.
No. So in the right, so I'm in Leeds, and I see him walking. God, his missus towers over him. He's such a midget, poor lad. And I go and I see people taking a photo, and I think, I know that guy. I see his scar on his head. I thought, yes, it's
Harry Potter.
So I get a photo with him. It deletes, and I thought, so I run through barriers to get in. So I get his missus takes a photo. He's took the photo. The photo's deleted in his missus' hands. Then she's giving me the phone. I see the phone. I thought there's no. So I'll go and get another. Photo. But she doesn't tell me when she's taking photo. So in the photo that I've got, I look like an absolute mug. I look like I've generally just crapped myself. But well, there you are. You do stuff. You do stuff for your idols, don't you? Nah, great. Dan James. I mean, he's come on leaps and bounds this season. Dan James is.
Yeah, he has.
Wow. Man. You wouldn't even think that some of those left with his numbers. Really good.
No, I know. Come on, mate. Talk to me.
Sheffield game. Yeah, big one, isn't it? It's huge. I think if it had been if we'd have lost 1-0, which did look like that for a while, something again, I think we'd all be crapping ourselves because there'd be heaps of pressure. And as Leeds fans, we know pressure like anything. So I wouldn't say there's a determined to win, because if we do win, it's a comfortable 5 points. But it wouldn't be the worst in the world if we got a draw. It must not lose.
It's must not lose, really.
No, it's obviously it's not a must. It's not a must lose because you don't want to bring. So to Burnley, I think out of them and Sunderland, look like they're going to probably try and push the top two. I think Sunderland. Yeah. I think it. I was speaking to my mate who's Sunderland fan. He seems to be. They always seem to have a point in the season where they seem to drop off, and I think it's quite disappointing because I think their squad's really good. I think the caliber they've got.
Yeah, me too.
Is really good. But well, there you are. I'm not really bothered about Sunderland's as well. You do well. I think we'll win. And I think it'll be a tough game. I think if hit, I don't see this massive thing about Hamer. Now, there's all these Leeds fans who crap all over. I generally don't. What did he do against Leeds? Poor Vladimir, an absolute toast.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not a good player. Not at all.
Yeah.
He came to Leeds.
Does he even play in the 10 for Sheffield United?
He put Callum on. No, he puts him on left wing. But my mate is
that Callum O'Hare. I don't rate him either. That Callum.
I don't either. I think he looks absolute. It's like an idiot. He's from Coventry and he speaks like he's a roadman from London. They got. I mean, it was a good bit of business from Sheffield on a free. Didn't pay much and obviously ran his contract down and obviously they got him. But I don't see the massive thing on Hamer. I say that he could absolutely.
That's the thing.
Really, could be that. You never know. But no, I think it'll be a tough game, and I think the pressure's more on Sheffield because if we win, it's Burnley who's pushing them.
Yeah, 100%.
We got 7 points there, don't we, of Burnley? So I'm not saying it's a healthy gap, but it's a better gap than Sheffield would have. It's a massive game, and I think it is. I won't say it's title decider because you can never make bold predictions with Leeds because you don't know what's around the corner. So it's hard to say that
around corner promotion.
Nobody dare say it, dare they? We don't.
We can't.
I dare.
No.
Come on.
Well, I think any other team, any other promotion team would say it. Any other team would say it if they're in our position. But as a Leeds fan, you're used to when it's going all too well the summer. But no, I think
we'll draw 2 games maximum. That's it. I think we end on 107 points, break the record. Everything's going to go well.
Well, there is that. I remember Joe saying it. It was someone was saying it, and ever since we've not lost yet. Yeah. It is good, and I think, like the previous guy was saying, or you were talking to about someone, it felt like a different result. We've not had that celebration because most games we've got the game done and dusted.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
within the first half. So it's just what I feel. I want to
get your feelings, pal. On obviously this game on Monday, but going forward, do you see a problem now in terms of you've seen the handbrake come off the last month? We play better football going forward. It looks like something notably has changed where we've gone from being a bit more defensive, a bit more reserved, even though we're still winning sometimes by the 2 or 3 goals. You can still sense like defense first, attack second. Do you see a problem now with potentially Rothwell coming out and Ampadu coming in where we might revert back, or do you think now the shackles are off and that's us for the season?
Well, to be fair, the first thing of the shackle, I think that's tactical by Fark. I think he wants that defensive sound. I know it's boring football; it's not pretty. And I think I've heard many people say this that if we didn't have Bielsa, Fark football the best we've seen. Because we've had Bielsa, it don't compare.
100%.
I don't think we've been boring for a long time.
It's not been boring, but people have called it boring.
Boring.
I haven't found it boring.
It's game management. You're controlling the game and you're making it go. You're making the game go how we want it to go. A lot of the time, you're keeping the ball so that the other team have to work harder for it. It tires them out, and then we'll get them on in second half. There's a lot of tactics goes around systems and things, and it's as fans we don't know this and we don't see it, so we just have to trust it, and it's working. So at the minute, I'm trusting what Farker's doing. Don't matter what team he picks in my eyes. I always trust that we've got the players there now to come on and make the difference.
Yeah, would you agree, Callum? There isn't really. I mean, people might say if the see Gruev inside or Byram, it's negative. But for me, there isn't any player in that side, bar maybe Bamford, who I'd roll my eyes if I saw him in the side. I feel like, a tactical tweak here and there. You might see odd player come out, odd player come in. But for me, whoever he puts in that starting lineup, you look at that starting lineup, Callum, and go, decent side that. Don't matter who it is for me.
Yeah, no, on the Bamford, you won't see him.
No,
he is loving life on his wage. Nah, it's a joke that Bamford's still here in 2025. It shouldn't be. But anyway, that's different. So hopefully that's done and dusted with next season that it goes. No, I completely agree. I don't see the complaint in terms of look at last season. We didn't have anything off the bench. Hence why I think we pulled up short. And I'm not saying that's not me saying that's discrediting people's performances that they're having excuses. No, of course we shouldn't be. We were in the driving seat of going second. Of course, we were very tough with Leicester and Ipswich doing a mad one and not stopping. We had it in our hands at one time, and obviously we threw it away. But that's maybe we need. I have always said we needed the second season of Fark. He has learnt and changed so much.
100%.
He's of course he's never been in the playoffs before, so he didn't. It's different for playing a normal league game.
Yeah,
but I think no, I'm not worried about if anyone comes to the side. I think the only thing which I was really happy to see against someone was the set piece in Gruev is awful. He's not, but that's not me saying Gruev's a bad. I think Gruev's a really good player. I think he's really
just off it though. Do you think? He's sometimes he's all right. He's just not consistent with his set pieces. I don't.
No, but I think that's
Rothwell's I think Rothwell's more consistent. I just love the way he strikes the ball, Rothwell. He's got really good technique. If you really watch it, I'm not saying it's Beckham-esque, but he's got a sort of very similar technique, and his accuracy is really on point in it. I mean, was that second goal? Was it a shot? Some saying it was a shot. Some saying
I think even Raphael said it was a shot.
Was it Rothwell that said it was a shot?
Yeah,
for me, it's putting it in.
Out.
It don't matter whatever it was. We're putting it in the right area,
100%.
And that's where they got the goal.
Do you know what it is? Though? It's like Paul, then my friend Paul, who making an argument for getting Rothwell into the starting lineup. And I understand everyone's got their favourites, understand all these components, but it's okay to have brilliant players on bench. It is okay for these players who might be starters in every. It's okay. I mean, let's be fair, Callum. Nearly every single player on that bench at minute are good enough to start. Maybe on form, that's why they're not playing because the form isn't right. But they're all starting players in Championship. But tough shit. We've got more than 11 starters, haven't we? We've got more than 11 starters, which means some have got to sit out, which means our bench is elevated, which means we have moments like Sunderland, pal. This is what happens.
Yeah,
great players on the bench, Callum.
I agree. I think I'd say it's stupid because obviously, like you said, people have their favourites, which is fair enough, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, fans like different people and have different opinions. It's not about, I mean, every player and every other player on that bench should get into every other Championship starting team.
100%.
No question. And the second of all, in terms of having the bench, and I've heard rumours which I think is awful. All players are unhappy sat on the bench. I don't think any of them looked unhappy against Sunderland.
No, they don't.
No, but I mean, Ramazani were giving it to Dan Neil on the floor. Melier were giving it to Sunderland fans. I don't think any of them were unhappy. This credit of our players.
Gillavogi, I didn't realise Gillavogi could run so fast when he ran onto that celebrating that goal.
Like Rob says, he's not keen on Gillavogi. I don't think anyone's keen on Gillavogi, Rob, now in terms of playing, but in terms of what he does off the field, brilliant.
You need that.
You
need that. I think you need that, especially I think in a promotion battle that can be tough and can have pressure. You need that. I say that person with one experience and two, just put your arm around saying, advice or like, with Alioski, I think in COVID, I think he was massive for them. Just having that joy in such a really tough period. I think it must have relaxed and helped the lads. I mean, you need players like that. I think them players off the pitch, as much as we don't like Gillavogi on the pitch, give him his 40 seconds or whatever every game, he's very good to have on the bench or in half-time or speeches. And, that's the only role I'd like to see him in for the rest of his Leeds career. I don't like to see him start another game.
How do you think... That's a good point. How do you think we're going to cope with Daniel Farker being up in the stands for the game on Monday?
Great point.
Yeah, good point. It is. I've heard obviously a lot of people. I think it's ridiculous. The video. I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen it? I'm guessing you've seen the video going around where it's.
I've seen that. Yeah.
He's waiting for it. Callum.
He looks at him, then he looks back at game, and then as soon as obviously end up there. Yeah, it's part of the rules in terms of, but no, you can't hold in your emotion. I don't think even Bielsa would have held in his emotion. No. You can't do. It's part of life.
Do you think it's going to change anything?
No. I think we're so far in the season. I think every player knows what they're doing. We've got leaders on the pitch, such as Tanaka and Purdue, who are not afraid to. I mean, I remember I think it was you who mentioned it, Sean, on Late Night Leeds, that it was Ampadu having a go at Son when he went tracking Trey Hume, which I thought was awful then. That was a really bad moment, watching Trey Hume just have a free one and Ampadu told him batting. And you need that. I think we don't see that a lot in terms of, I've seen it a few times. I think last season where we didn't have, when Cooper wasn't in, we haven't got a leader in. I think we have got with Ampadu. He's not afraid to do some shit housery, and he's not afraid to bark orders even at, I'd say, like a Prem player in Solomon. I mean, it matters. You need to do your job on the pitch, whether it's attacking or defending. But no, I don't think it will change. I think every player knows
we always got told playing or amateur even, you don't need the captain's armband to be a leader. You've got. You've got leaders all over the pitch. To me, you've got Rodon, Ampadu, Pascal Struijk.
Yeah,
even you could say Melier is vice captain.
Yeah, I think you
for
could.
A reason. Even Tanaka, he's obviously. I know he was telling Groev where to play at times as well. You've got leaders all over that pitch, so
easy. Yeah, they probably will, mate. Get Farkin stands up, boys. He'll just score 6-7 goals over there. I don't
think it's going to affect. It'd be real. and say a bit pathetic. You don't need someone. I think the players they know what their job is and they know what they need to do.
If he wasn't allowed in at half time, which he is, that would have affected things because he needs he needs to watch that first half and then tweak things. But I think the fact that he's in the stands for the game, they already know what they're doing. Like you said there, Callum, they're so well drilled. You can see we're such a well coached side. We are the best coached side, I think, in the division. Maybe you could argue Burnley are as well, defensively really well coached. Hence why but we're a very well coached side. We don't need him there shouting orders, I don't think, for the 90 minutes. But at half time, it's definitely key to have him there, which luckily he can do.
Yeah. I think I think he's, like I said, they all know what they're doing. The job is to win. Clean sheet, I think it'd be brilliant. I think, I don't know what they need to do. Rather have him on than Bump.
See what I was seeing, and I said it on Late Night Leeds, how they ping the ball to each other really quickly. They know what pattern of play they need, and the pattern of passes they need to be doing now. It's second nature, and they're so comfortable in doing it. Passes are just hitting every single pass we get to every person. And it's so good to see. It's like, I know we were talking about having the foot off the gas, we were most of the season. Maybe it's just a system and the style of play that we've been trying to get used to. And then suddenly it's just kicked into gear and boom, we're ready to go. And we're just hammering teams with this passing game.
Sean, I think you bang on there. I don't feel like when you look at last year, there were ever a moment where we went, it's clicked. I feel like last year we were sort of just, but this year it's like, we're doing it. But then all of a sudden, we've gone up another level.
Yeah. It's gone up another level.
We didn't do that level last season.
And it's gone up at the right time.
Yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. I know last season we went on a 14-game unbeaten run, but it didn't feel like this. We're on that same run now, but this has felt like so much changed. It didn't feel like that last year. It just felt like we were doing what we should have been doing. Now it feels like we've gone up levels, and it's notable the way we're playing. Everything's changed. It's like it's taken Farker and his side 18 months for them to play proper Farker ball how he wants everyone to play. And I do feel like, Callum, before I sign you off and bring Sean in, I feel like you can see having a fit Firpo and a fit Bogle as opposed to Bogle, Byram or Firpo and Archie Gray where one goes and one stays. I feel like having both natural fullbacks who both come up and down has made us just a different animal this last month or two because we haven't had them both fit and firing really at all this season. All of a sudden we have now. And for me, those fullbacks for Leeds are vital.
Yeah, I think they're massive in the system. I think both going forward, it can confuse the opposition because I don't think we're afraid, as we saw against Coventry when playing a high line, we can switch the ball. 100%. And I think it's quite rare that we've seen that because I thought Lampard set it up really bad. I thought he'd want to. I agree with that comment. I think Wilder has to change it up. I think again at Ellen Road, I don't know what he did. I don't know what was in his head playing Shackleton.
He changed it up too much out there.
But I think
be too clever. And be too clever sometimes don't work.
Yeah, I think he is. I think Wilder. I think he, he's, as much as he tries and says there's not much beef with Leeds anymore. I think we know as Leeds fans, we know secretly he hates us and he would want to try and get obviously the title out of us, which is fair enough. But don't buy into the my games. I think he's a complete idiot. But if he sets up the exact same or does whatever, I mean, he dropped Ratsaki. Obviously when he scored, because I remember it was at the international break when he scored 2 goals and then dropped him for the game against us. But no, just one more point actually on the in terms of the gear that we've gone up with. I think he's done that on purpose in terms of putting the handbrake on. I generally think he has. I think he wants us to be comfortable in that league in terms of in the comfortable in the top 2 and then go up the gear. Last season, and on that point of the thought, it didn't feel like we were on an unbeaten run because we were always playing catch up. We were never comfortable. As much as the wins were good, the goals were nice, it never felt like comfortable. This season it is. And I think not getting champions, but I think if we didn't get top 2, it'd be utter failure. And but
I'd be fuming if we didn't win league, mate. Especially with it being if we don't win league, it's probably the Blunts that win it. I ain't even joking. I would not take second spot now if you offered me honestly. I tell you,
I don't care. I think.
I wouldn't take it. I'm not a gambler. I don't gamble on anything, but I tell you what, I will not accept second place for Blunts to win it. Go.
Does that bet with Connor that he's done with his mate, who's a Sheffield fan. Whoever wins the league has to win the opposition's top. So I'm excited for that. And they're more nervous. They're more nervous over there for the game that they don't see us. They see Leeds winning it. But no, I'll give prediction. Then I'll let the man, the legend, Sean Healy, who just has to be in every stream. He's always there. I love Sean. I think he's a quality guy. I think
watch TV, does he? Watches YouTube.
He gets up, coffee at YouTube, lunch. He's brilliant, Sean. And I like his controversial opinions. It's good, and that's all about football. If everyone agreed with each other, it'd be boring. I think prediction: 1-0 Leeds, Bogo last minute winner.
Oh, that's the dream, mate.
So good. I'd love him to run in corner, slide, put his fingers in his ears at Sheffield. Oh, it'd be so good. It'd be quality. Before I go, if anyone hasn't subscribed to both these channels, quality and the work they put in is brilliant. Matty's obviously on a massive run in terms of, and Sean's a quality guy, and he's doing really good as well. And joining to the late night Leeds, brilliant, good. And yeah, take care, guys. And Sean, let's hear some controversy from you, pal. Take care, guys.
Cheers, Callum. Take care, buddy. See you soon. There's Callum's link, please. He's on 23 subscribers or 24 subscribers now. Please try and get me 30. There must be 6 people here who aren't subscribed to Callum. Go over there and give him some love. Leeds United is his life, outside his girlfriend and family, of course, like the rest of us. But he absolutely loves them. Passion for Leeds, that's all he's got, his passion for this club. So please go check him out. Please check out Sean at Wilco White. I've just looked now. I think he's on 128. There's a couple in here at least who can go over there and get it up.
Get us up, boys. Let's go. Come on.
Get Sean. He's on my channel now, helping me out on this live stream. Not getting out for it. Not a penny. Not that I'm getting a penny either. But, but please go check out Sean at Wilco White as well, because it needs to be on more than what he's got. Great stuff.
Cheers, lads.
And we're going to bring on the man, the myth, the legend. Hail Sean.
He's here. He's in the building. Sean, you all right?
I tell you, better late than never.
But say the best till last.
Use your man at the start at some point, but it's a bit late coming on. So
it's all right, mate.
Please tell me we're gonna hammer Sheffield United.
We're going to hammer them, and we're going to go up as champions.
Yes. I actually believe you as well. I believe you.
I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. If you can beat Sunderland and beat Sheffield United, we're going to go up as champions.
Yeah.
We've got a much easier run in than the other lot. And I think a 10-point gap then, is it? Between us then and Burnley? Or is it an 8-point gap? 10-point gap. 10-point gap, yeah.
10 on Sunderland. 10
on Sunderland.
4 on Burnley. 10 on Sunderland now. If we win Monday, it'll go 13 Sunderland, 7 Burnley.
Yeah.
And then it'll be 5 on Sheffield United.
Yeah, I just can't see us dropping enough points then.
Yeah, can you? That's the thing. It's mad, isn't it?
For at least Burnley to catch us.
Don't you think it's mad, Sean, when you think, right, Leicester won league last season, they lost 11. We ain't going to lose, I mean, give or take 5 max. I don't even think we'll lose 2, mate. I don't think we'll lose again. We could win league, we're losing 3 or 4.
We're going to go unbeaten the rest of the season.
I'm saying.
We're going to get the points record, the whole lot.
You're the same as me, Sean. You're literally the same as me, pal.
And I'm like you as well, Matty. I can't take any less than a win tomorrow night.
Yeah,
it's a great opportunity. It's such a great opportunity.
No, it is.
It's a great opportunity just to take the bull by the horns and go for it.
I was the same at Burnley. I wanted us to go win. It took me a couple of weeks. To appreciate that. Now I look back, Sean, I think, a point of Burnley, whatever, right? I might think that in a week or two after the Sheffield United game, but right now, I want them to go win it. I know everybody wants us to go win it, but if we play the way we have been playing, we should win it. We should win it. So go do it. Go do it.
But Burnley aren't the great side either. They're a much better side than Burnley. I think if we'd gone for that, we could have easily beaten them. Could have easily beaten them if we went for that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's the bit that annoys me about it.
You could see, Sean, couldn't you, in that game? There were that game and there were the West Brom game earlier in the season. You could actually tell that Leeds were happy with a draw.
Yeah. Well, we kind of get the West Brom one because we were struggling at the time.
Yeah.
It was kind of you consolidate ourselves. But the Burnley match are on a great run of form anyway.
Yeah. We were.
So I don't know why he didn't change it all up then, just to sit back.
Surely the way the league table looks now, it's not as nervy this game as it could have been. I think the gap we've got over Burnley currently means this game, for me, we can lose this game and still be 4 points clear to Burnley. That's massive, and a point behind. Obviously, we want to stay top, but I do feel like it lets the shackles off a little bit. You don't have to go and play for a draw in this game. Yeah, a draw would be okay in the grand scheme of things. It would be okay, but you don't have to sit back in this game. No. Problem is with a game like this, Sean, if you sit back and you concede that first goal, Sheffield United at Masters are getting a 1-0 win, aren't they? And the Masters have a 1-0 win. And I could see us having a really bad night if we concede first.
And the other thing is, I haven't even thought of losing.
No, I'm same.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Sheffield United, Sean. I don't know. No. I know, and like I said, if we drop points, it's disappointing. It's not the end of the world. I don't think it's going to change where we're going to end up end of the season. It's mad, isn't it, when we're saying even a draw is going to be disappointing, but it's not. I think we are going to probably draw 1 or 2 games maybe before end of season. Maybe this is one of them, but it would be such a statement, wouldn't it, to the rest of the league if we go and smash Sheffield United.
Like I said after the Burnley match, we're not going to get much more opportunities to take the bull by the horn and put it in our favour.
Yeah,
I know the grand scheme of things, the draw will be fine and whatever.
Yeah.
I want us to win our matches and us to be front and centre. Than worrying about other teams behind us. All we need to do is keep winning our games and concentrating on ourselves, and we're going to win this league.
Thing is, Sean, it's not that tight up there now. A bit of a gap created, but we see week in, week out now, right? Burnley are winning most weeks. Sheffield United seem to be doing business most weeks, yeah? So this is an opportunity where Sheffield United can't win this if we win. Do you know what I mean? It's not a case of all 3 teams win every week and that points get never. This is a game where we win and they don't. This is on us to. It's a 6-pointer. There ain't no more 6-pointers for us after this. This is the last game to make that gap. Do you know, without them dropping points to anybody else? It's in our destiny. It's in our destiny now on Monday to go and make them drop points. We are in control of any Sheffield United points after this for the rest of the season, but we are on Monday night.
Yeah, and let's change that idea of us, the whole Leeds thing, and we always bottle at some point or whatever. Change that. Let's go for it.
100%.
And forget about the past. Concentrate on ourselves. Concentrate on our own game.
How do you feel lineup-wise? You've heard some takes today with Rothwell and Gruev and Ampadu and Strauch. We've heard it all. We laid it now from now till end of the season. Who plays in there, Sean? What's your favourable lineup? And we all know what he's going to play, Ampadu and Tanaka. But what do you think?
The starting 11.
Yeah.
Mez and goal. Yes, unless you had class. I'd go with Bogle and Faber as full backs.
Yep.
Centre backs, Stroke and Rodon. Midfield, centre midfielders Tanaka and Gruev.
Ooh.
So I don't like Ampadu.
I know you don't.
Solomon out wide.
Yeah.
James out wide. Aronson up top, and obviously Pro up top.
Yeah, that's fair. And if Solomon isn't fit, you'd play Ramazani. But I do think Solomon plays. So the whole Ampadu debate.
It's weird. It's weird saying about Ramazani being ahead of Nanto. I would have never thought.
Yeah, but he is.
Nanto would have been first striker like 3 years ago when he first came into that team. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I know you've said plenty of times, Sean, Ampadu's not Prem quality in your opinion, but you would pick Gruev over Ampadu in the Champ as well.
Yeah.
Wow. And in this game,
and I'd have to pick Rotwell over him as well.
Well, that's what I'm going to say. I mean, I tell you what, if Ampadu,
I said that, Sean. Yeah.
If Ampadu didn't play, I would assume the majority of the fan base would want Rothwell over Gruev, but you know full well Farker would pick Gruev over Rothwell for an away game at Sheffield United, don't you?
I actually like I actually like Gruev as well.
I really like Gruev.
He doesn't play the stupid passes. He plays if the long passes on, they'll play it. Whereas I think Ampadu, tries to play them longer balls, and sometimes they're not even on. And I think he tries to play them. It's like I think he tries too hard to force it.
Yeah.
Rather than playing his own game. I'd rather Ampadu play the simple ball and make the right pass than try to overdo it and play a long pass and then give the ball away. And then they catch another counter attack.
Do you not value Ampadu's captain prowess on there? I mean, if he's not playing, who would you have as captain? Would it be Pascal Strauch as vice captain, or would you have
Pascal?
You would have Pascal. Yeah, you think he's a good captain?
I think Pascal is very equipped to be a captain.
Yeah,
and even at that, if Rotwell is playing, I'd even put Rotwell as captain maybe.
Yeah, he plays like a captain.
Bit of experience. Yeah, bit of experience.
My only issue with this,
I think it comes down to, obviously, because Ampadu's been playing at the back. It's how well the midfield's been playing without him being in there. This is why we're saying what we're saying, and that's what I'm thinking in my head. We've been playing so well in midfield without Ampadu in it. Why change it? But you can't put Strike back in without dropping Ampadu then.
But then also, I actually think Ampadu was a lot better last season. I think he was a lot better last season. I was much more a fan of him last season. I thought he was much better last year. I just think giving him the captaincy, I think, is added a bit too much pressure on him. Where I think he's overplaying it and he's trying to overdo it rather than playing his own game. And I think some people are suited to be captain.
I think he's trying to take too much on as a captain. Maybe do too much.
I'm not too sure, me, Sean. I think because you're not a fan of his, you may be looking at stuff in there. Me, I don't see that, Sean. I don't, pal.
I was a fan of him last season, though.
Yeah, I know you were.
Last season, though. I just think since he's had the captaincy, I think he's tried too hard.
I don't think he's done anything wrong. In my eyes, he hasn't done nothing wrong. I'm just going off the fact that the other midfielders have done so well.
Yeah, that's it. His problem's been while he's been out, Rothwell's come in and been a revelation, right? And then we've all said Tanaka has to play, and because Tanaka and Rothwell's worked so well, and we haven't. It's not like we've been wide open having Rothwell play with Tanaka, but we know having Ampadu with Tanaka is probably more negative. And because we weren't conceding, tons of goals with Rothwell in there, we sort of just think Rothwell needs to come in. But what I will say is, when Ampadu were out, we couldn't win a game away from home. That changed when Ampadu come back into the side. So that's why I think he's vital. And there is something there, even if, the odd fan doesn't see it in the game, there's got to be something in that. The fact that he came back.
That was when we were missing Gruev as well, though, Matty.
Oh, it were both of them, yeah, don't get me wrong. But Ampadu would start over Gruev for me anyway, wouldn't it?
I think it's more Gruev.
You think?
Gruev. Because I think Gruev plays the simpler ball.
Yeah.
But he also, when the long ball is on, he plays it. He doesn't give the ball away, I don't think, as much.
It's a tough one, isn't it? It's tough. It's a real tough one to call.
We've known this will come in all season, haven't we? We've known all season. When a couple of games into Rothwell and Tanaka partnership, we're like, "Oh, what's he do? What's he do?" And it's taken 30 odd games for us to get to it now, and now we're here. But like I said earlier to Callum, we want a strong bench. It doesn't really matter who plays. But what I will say is, Sean, I'm sure you've seen it as well, mate, is that bench when we've been scoring these goals, they're all involved, aren't they? No one cares. They care, but no one seems to be spitting the dummy out that they're not playing, Sean.
Like I think people giving up saying Willie wants to go and this and that, and he's
we're not
being set up, and
I think so.
Nah, we're not.
Sorry, Sean, we're not. We're not. No, Michael, we're not, mate. It's not. This conversation was always going to come.
I've been saying
when all the players want it. We're always going to come this conversation.
I've actually been saying this before he even got injured. That he was. I don't think he was playing as well as he was last season.
Yeah.
And
I know, like, obviously we're playing really well, and some people will think, "Oh, why are we even talking about players not playing?" But we've got to talk about something. We're winning every week.
Yeah.
We've got to chat about something. So it's a really interesting conversation now with the team going forward. Isn't it? I know people say horses for courses, different games and stuff, but I do think it's Tanaka and one, and because Strauch's now fit, I don't see. You know full well, mate, Sean. Ampadu's playing with Tanaka. You know that. It's not what you want to see, but you know that's going to happen.
Because fair close him.
Listen. Strike could make a massive mistake against Sheffield United. I'm going to be able to calling for Ampadu back in defence, so we know it's going to be happening. We just got to. We're going to change his minds every week, Chris.
Yeah, Glue with his more attack minded. Can Sean, do you know much about Sheffield United? I mean, just heard Callum say he don't rate Hamer, which I think is a bit wild. I really rate Hamer. Who do you think we should be worried about, pal? Who are you worrying about looking at Sheffield? I know you think we'll win, but who could hurt us on their side, buddy, on Monday?
Hamer might just have something to prove.
If he plays, obviously.
If Hamer plays, he might have something to prove because he's not stupid. He's probably heard Leeds fans saying all this stuff, you know what I mean? That he's not good enough and this and that and whatever. He'll want to prove a point. And also, in fact, does like him. And he plays well. And Sheffield United miss out. And he'd be looking at this is his chance to show Fark what he can do as well. If he does want to sign up for next season.
Yeah, 100%. Anything to add to that, Wilco Whites?
With Hamer?
Yep. To Sheffield United. I know you looked into their stats and stuff more than I have, pal.
Yeah, I don't rate them. I haven't watched them, but looking off the stats, I don't rate them. They've conceded a lot of shots. They're very defensively. They've had to defend a lot, even against Luton. Obviously, Hamer wasn't playing then. Again, I don't see the hype on Hamer. He wasn't even that good when he played it well. We played him at Ellen Road. I don't think it's going to be tough to say, but I think Burnley's better than Sheffield United. I think Burnley's better than Sheffield United. I think Sunderland are better than Sheffield United. I do. I just think they're just scraping results and getting through games.
In that champion side, though.
It is, but...
Ooh, one takes. I love it.
It is.
I love it.
Yeah. It is, but it's not. We're not that sort of team, are we? Really? Now we're not that team. Okay, we fought to the death against Sunderland, and that proves that we're going to go for every game now, and we're going to fight to the end. We could have easily took us foot off the gas and gone for that draw against Sunderland because it'd have been a good result. In Farker's eyes, I think a point would have been, but we didn't. We pushed till the very end, to the last second, and we got what we deserved, and we haven't seen that in a long time from a Leeds United side.
But
I think that's, and we're going to have too much for Sheffield United. I think they're going to have a drop off, especially if we beat Sheffield United. Wilder's going to start tinkering with stuff. I think that'll be the downfall. But
hopefully,
I just don't rate them as a team. I'm sorry.
I get what you mean because you look at Sunderland, really good going forward. At back, a bit shaky. Burnley, poor going forward, or have been really good defensively, which you can appreciate. Leeds United, brilliant both ends. Sheffield United, average at both, really, just do enough. They're not great going forward. They're not great defend. They're just all right at both, and it's just enough to get by. I do agree that the NR level. But if I'm honest, if I had to pick someone who I think will finish second, I think it will be Sheffield United. I really do. I just think Chris Wilder's been there, done it. I just feel like I think they get second, Sean. I know you're probably thinking maybe Burnley, Pippen, but I think Sheffield United get second myself.
It'll be a tough game between Sheffield United and Burnley, won't it? Be an interesting game, that.
100%. Russ' players have not been playing their best recently. Hamer is shite, bloody hell, Russ. And you know your stuff. I love that, mate.
See, from the man himself.
Andy Rose says he got a feeling a stalemate draw. It could be. I'm hoping that we go for it, like everyone said tonight. I hope we go for it, and what will be if we lose and we've gone for it. If we draw and we've gone for it, there'll be no kicking off from me. If we lose and we haven't put us as best version out there on pitch, I'll be fuming because there's no need for us now. But I'm massive on mentality, me, Sean, right? And when you look at how that game ended against Sunderland, I don't see how they can't go into this flying. The momentum of that moment this week, training will have been fucking brilliant. They'll have loved going in this week. What a brilliant moment that one on Monday night. You cannot tell me in life when something good happens, the next time you do it, it's all fresh in your mind. You can't wait. Don't matter what it is. In professional sport, that is, it's 3 points at the end of the day, is that game on Monday, and it's just a league game, one game of 500 someone playing their career, right? They will remember that as much as they'll remember winning a final. That will stay in their mind forever until they're not around no more. So for me, how can you not only 7 days later be affected by that emotion? So for me, I don't see how they can go in and just sit off. I don't understand how you can physically, because the adrenaline, you can't. How can you just go from that emotion, that elation to, yeah, we'll just sit back? For me, you just keep that momentum train going, just keep it going. And I honestly, I think we get an early goal. I'm tipping 2-0 Leeds, but I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be nervy. I think Mellier's got to have another good game. And let's be fair, can I just say before we go, Sean, Mellier's really standing up for us at minute, buddy. Mellier's doing really well, isn't he, pal? He's got to get some flowers.
He's done very well the last couple of games, in fairness. He's done
brilliant. I know some of these clean sheets he's had nothing to do, but Coventry he had a lot to do. He had a double save against. He's had some big saves recently, mate.
Yeah, he just has to remember not to let the ball go over the bar rather than hammering it out. You know what I mean? But he's not,
he has stepped up, hasn't he?
No,
yeah, fair play to him.
He has. 100%. Yeah.
Easy says Sheffield won't come second if we beat. To be fair, Easy, I said they'll finish second. I actually do agree with that on reflection. If we were to beat them, I could see the wheels falling off. Burnley seem to be picking up goals now. So to be fair, I've always sort of thought they'll finish second, but I go against my own point there.
This game for me is going to really. I'm not saying it's going to define the season, but it could change their mentality massively.
Do you think it's more important for them than it is for us potentially? If they lose, the wheels fall off. If we lose, if we lose, we're probably still going to be all right. Yeah, fair enough.
I think we'll be all right.
Fair point.
That's what I'm seeing it as. Yeah,
fair point. I can't argue with that. Right then, I think we're going to wrap it up there, Sean. So thank you for coming on, my good friend. And I'll send you a message afterwards because I was going to tell you.
And also on the Fridays, you do your late night Leeds.
Yep.
Great show.
Oh, thanks, Sean.
From the 2 years.
It means a lot.
Great show. It's really interactive, and I absolutely love it.
And Adam's doing a great job as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Adam, he's on the all right.
He's great. He's great crackers, Adam. There.
Adam's our tech man.
He is. No, Sean. Seriously,
he's fantastic what he does and speaks.
Thank you for that feedback, Sean, because we're really putting a lot of effort into that show.
Yeah.
We're working behind the scenes quite a lot. Thank you. I'm glad it shows. Thanks so much for all your support. I love you.
Yes, man is the tech man, and then then Johnny's the stat man.
Yeah, and I'm
trying my best, mate.
And I just chat the shit, man. That's my role. Right, Sean. Have a good Sunday. Thanks, my mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye, buddy. Love him. What a legend he is. What an absolute legend. How nice for that. To get that little.
Really nice to hear that one.
Leeds, yeah. Right, so last few chats. Michael, will you be doing a watch along for the match on Monday? Yes, Michael, I am. As I've said before, I can't do many. There's this one and there's the Middlesbrough one away, I think. Yeah. So there's only this one and one other game that's after 8 o'clock away from home. So I won't be going to the game. If it was at home, I would be. So it's away and the kids will be in bed. So I am doing a watch along for Monday night. Yeah.
Can we do then?
Can
we do? Because I'm not working Monday. I've changed my shift so I can watch it.
Yep.
We do an half timer. Jump on at half time with you?
You can. I don't like jumping on the only Leeds Bros sort of toes because they do an half time show. So what I will say is, they do an half time. So I ain't going to put it out to chat to come on, but you can come on at half time, Sean, because guess who's actually coming on at half time and full time for the first time ever? Priestley. Priestley's coming on for the first time ever. My best pal. No, I can't believe it. I'm gobsmacked. So you better not.
Well, everybody, listen to Priestley. He knows his stuff.
He's coming on at half time. So if you're happy to jump on at half time or full time, I'll have you both on. But I'm not going to do it as like a fan phoning show sort of thing because all these bros do that. But yeah, you can come on at half time with Priestley. So I can't wait for that. It's going to be brilliant. But yeah, I'll be on at 7:45 because it kicks off at 8. So 7:45, I will be on for the watch along. So yeah, you know me, I'm a passion merchant. I lose my shit when we score. So it's one of them. Andy Rowe got to be full strength, no excuses. Now the FA Cup is not a distraction anymore. Yep, Andy, there's no excuses, pal, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want to say thank you very much to Sean for dropping in today and helping me on this stream. Much appreciated.
Always. Really enjoyed it.
1 sec. I just got to check. I want to know what you're on so then I can tell if people are actually doing as I'm asking. Right.
Please jump over, guys.
Sean is on 128 subscribers. There's got to be a few people here that could at least get him a 130. He's come to help me out. He gets no for this other than just general chat, speaking about Leeds United. He enjoys it, don't get me wrong, but Let's make it a bit more worth his while. Get over there, subscribe to Sean. He's put out a preview today for the Sheffield United game. Really good guy. He does a lot more hard work than I do. I just come on here and chat a load of waffle, and usually need your chat to help me out because, yeah, he does a lot of digging, lots a lot of information. It's a lot more informative on his channel. But I love him to bits. Anyone who hasn't checked out Late Night Leeds from last night, go check it out. Get your score prediction in before we kick off on Monday with a goal scorer. Get involved with the interactive side of that with a prediction table. It's a really good, we've got a little clip about Viduka on there as well. We bring a legend section in, we put a poll in there, bring some ex-players sort of, we talk about his experiences about Mark Viduka on this episode in particular. So please get involved on that one. What else you want to say, Sean, before we go?
Got Radebe on next week as well, haven't we? Not actually got him on. We're talking about Lucas Radebe.
We've made it.
We made it. Get in. Chiefs coming on. No, we're talking about Lucas Radebe next week as well on Late Night Leeds. Again, jump over to my channel if you can, lads. It is harder than it looks. So all your support's much appreciated. I'm trying to really put them subs up and improving every week as it matter. Obviously, doing fantastic job is matter with the subs he's got and the support he's got from all of you guys. So keep doing it. Keep smashing them likes. Keep supporting us, boys, because honestly, without you guys, there's no point in us doing it. So
100%. We're up here till midnight, about 9 times a week, me. So it's how I sort of go.
But thought this is how our Saturday nights have rolled into now. Look,
it has. Absolutely love it. And you know what it is? I just feel like I've had it before when I've had a couple of days when I've not done it. I'm getting messages on Instagram like, Matty, you all right? I'm like, yeah, because I'm just on all the time because it's just, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love talking about Leeds. And you'll probably feel it as well, Sean, from Late Night Leeds and even tonight. I've got such a good community on here, and I understand everyone who's in my chat at all on Joe's and Connor's or everybody's, but like, the people who funnel down to watch me, unbelievable community I've built up on here. I'm so happy. Everyone, same names in chat all the time. Everyone's respectful. Everybody knows the stuff. Everyone's all pushing, whether opinions differ or not, we're all pushing for the same thing. And I can't wait. And hopefully there'll be a massive parade in May, and I'll be able to meet a bunch of them, and you'll be there, Sean, and we'll all be there. Hopefully,
you imagine me all meeting everybody.
Can you imagine everyone in chat coming to Millennium Square? And it's going to be immense. It's going to be like sort of stuff dreams are made of.
Just putting faces to names as well. And guys, again, subscriber show. Please don't be scared to come on. Matty's young lad's done it tonight. Get on. 5 minutes. Just let's talk about football. Get things off your chest if you need to. Like Stevie, get on. Let's have a chat. It'd be lovely to see, put faces to some of these names. I'm going to be doing something similar on my channel. We're looking at maybe doing something tomorrow out with Matty on my channel.
Well, so is that a definite, mate? Because we'll get it mentioned now.
Yeah, we can do something. Yeah, but be around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Jump on over and, join me and Matty for a good chat. We'll do something very similar.
So tomorrow night for definite, he'll put it out. I'll have it on my social as well. Sean's only done, I think, 2 lives. It's been sort of midday, early afternoon with his work. He works nights, so this will be his first live later on into the evening. So I'm gonna jump on with him and do, maybe an hour. Hopefully not, 2 hours like I normally do, Sean. But we'll do an hour on Sean's channel. So I'll really drive that home, and hopefully we can get some decent numbers over there for a live on his channel and really drive his channel forward. So big time. It's all about sharing the love and supporting each other. So thanks so much for everyone tuning in. Much appreciated. We had some great guests on tonight. Thank you. It was really busy. That, to be fair, we had about 6, I think, on tonight, which is, I think, brilliant. A record, to be fair. So I can't grumble that. Thank you so much for everyone. I'll be on the watch along on Monday. Please come along for that, and I'll be on Wilco White's tomorrow at 9. So make sure you watch out for that. Take care. Enjoy your Sunday. Thank you very much, guys.